Now, this year has not been a great year, but 2020 does have its positives, and one of those is the calendar that we have had this year in F1, because we've gone to some absolutely insane tracks, returning iconic, legendary venues, and also brand new racetracks such as Portimao, which is where we will be racing at this time next week for the Portuguese Grand Prix, which returns for the first time in 24 years since 1996. Now, having said that, it's the first time the Portuguese Grand Prix takes place at Portimao, because 24 years ago and before that, it used to take place in Estoril, and that is where we're going to be racing here today, guys, and revisiting a iconic, legendary F1 venue. It's also 35 years since Ayrton Senna's legendary first ever win for the Lotus team around there. So I thought, you know what, why not, pay tribute and go back to an iconic F1 racetrack that, to be fair, hasn't had much main category racing there for quite a few years now. And we'll do some Portimao content later on this week, again closer to the actual event. But for now, let's go revisit Estoril and see what it's like. Guys, all the links in this video, all the mods that I use will be linked down below, guys, in the description. This is an Assetto Corsa. But first of all, we're going to jump into a hot lap. And after the hot lap is done, we'll move into a quick race. And there you go, a pretty decent lap actually around Estoril. We're now going to move into a quick race, a 6-lap race as Mr. Charles Leclerc. And yeah, hopefully you guys appreciate it. Not Charles Leclerc, Charles Leclerc. If you guys know, you know about the meme. So yeah, we're going to jump into it. Driving the Ferrari, back of the grid, 20 cars, 6-lap race. And we're going to have a little bit of fun because Estoril is a very, very narrow track. And I'm really curious to see how this works out for us. Right, here we go then. The lights are coming on for the race. Here, let's see what kind of start we get. The lights are on. And away we go. Good reaction actually to the 5 lights. Getting the power down off the line. Going to crank up the engine mode. To the inside we go. Going to be cautious into turn 1 here. Don't want to take anybody out if possible. Ignore some of the lines. It's not going to be the cleanest race, that's for certain. The AI on Assetto Corsa can be a bit erratic at times. Look at this. Nice little move on the outside of our teammate Sebastian Vettel here. Into turn 3, we're going to go a long way around. Can we get the Alpha as well? Not quite. Maybe down the inside into turn 4. Yes, it's going to be close. Ooh, very, very close. The Alpha goes off the track there. We're going to use that to get ahead. And there we go. Not sure what place we're in right now. We've got the positions on the left-hand side. Into this long left. Easy does it. Don't expect the cleanest lines from the AI, but we'll try and make good racing out of it anyway. Thought about going down the inside there. Instead, the Red Bull actually dives up the inside of the AlphaTauri there. Doesn't quite work for him though, as we get a bit loose with some oversteer. Up towards the slow chicane now. Very, very slow. This is almost like Monaco levels of speed through here. Really, really got to be slow on the throttle and take it easy out of there. But lap 1 is done. Totally not my first attempt at this. I've definitely not had multiple tries to make sure this works out okay for us. But there we go. Lap 1 in the books. We can now crank up the engine mode and make some overtakes. First of all, getting past one of the Red Bulls here, which to be fair, we're actually struggling. We don't have the slipstream, so I can't quite make the move stint. Oh my god, yellow flag, racing point off in the wall there on the left hand side. We're going to use that to go through nonetheless, as we're up to P11. Let's see, I think that's probably P10 or even P9 in fairness. We've got Danny Kvyat here, I believe, in front of us. As I think someone's diving up the inside, that we're going to be careful, not giving too much of a squeeze just in case. This track is so narrow and so slow for these cars. You can definitely tell, like, you know, F1 cars have outgrown certain racetracks over the years just because of how big the cars are nowadays. This is definitely one of them. Trying to manage my engine modes as well a little bit. We've got both Alphas here battling with a McLaren, it looks like. Let's see if we can pick up the pace a bit and close in. The AI is set to 98% as well. So they're not at the hardest, which is 100%, but they're pretty much there. Here we go for this tricky chicane again. It's like a chicane in hairpin, double hairpin. I don't know what to call it, but it's very difficult. Try and get the traction down out of there, which is also very difficult. This car very much handling like a 2020 Ferrari. Here we go though, through the long final corner. We get a nice run, and we're going to get past the AlphaTauri on the outside. I've got quite a lot of wing on the car as well, which might explain the lack of straight line speed. And actually the AlphaTauri coming back at us here on the left. Going to try and outbrake him here. Last delay breakers into turn one. There's contact in front. McLaren and the AlphaTauri there. I think we're ahead, so I'm going to commit to this. There we go. Can we get the other Alpha of Pierre Gasly around the outside? Oh, that's a bit wide onto the grass there. Get off that grass. There we go. Trying to avoid that if possible. Into turn four. Again, picking up a bit of understeer there with that grass on the tyres. Hopefully we can stay ahead. DRS is now enabled, so we can use it in lap 3. Let's see if we can try and close in here on Pierre Gasly. I do like this track, I can't lie. I think some of you guys may have raced it on F1 2013 on the Classic Edition. That was definitely good fun, to be fair. I kind of wish we could race around there again. But I'm curious to see how Portimao stacks up. I mean, we've done some videos around there in the past, but these cars are just so huge, so heavy. You know, for these kind of corners, these cars are not made for these nowadays anymore. So it's going to be interesting. Let's see if we can get a run on these guys here through this final corner, which is very unique. It's pretty much flat, to be honest. Just being a bit cautious with the AI, the way they behave. But here we go. We can now use DRS. Let's get past the McLaren. Look at the speed difference now. 335 Ks, and we're through just like that. Get it slowed down. Oh, run that in a bit hot on the brakes there. Easy does it. Rejoining. There's very little grip. McLaren goes back through. Who is this? This is Lando Norris, actually, for P5. We're going to go on the outside of turn 3 here. And there we go. We've made that one stick. Right. And with that, we're now P5. We've got a bit of clean air. So lap 4 out of 6. Let's see if we can try and close in on Carlos Sainz, who's the next car up the road. He's right behind Ricciardo and Bottas here. So a bit of clean air. I can run my own pace, hopefully. And set a couple of decent laps on these tyres. Let's get on with it. I do like this track. I want to have a little bit of fun. New personal best, 117.7. Nice, strong pace. Let's see if we can do even better this lap, now that I've got clean air through the first sector. Oh, maybe not. Big oversteer there. That's going to cost me some time. And off the track again. I'm pushing too much. Lap 5. We've got a lap and a half to go. I'm trying to close up to the guys ahead. I want to try and go to the podium if we can. Here we go then, big final lap coming up. We set a new personal best again, even with those mistakes. Look at this, 3-way scrap for P2 here. Sainz, Ricciardo, Bottas going at it. Oh no, not again. Oh my goodness me. That corner, man, there's no traction around here at all. Much better through there this time though. We should be okay to catch up if I make sure I have a clean rest of the lap. Trying my hardest here, just throwing the kitchen sink at every single corner. Trying to close the gap to the cars ahead. Bottas has secured that P2. It's now Ricciardo versus Sainz for that final podium spot. I'm knocking on the door here. I'm trying to push. No flashback, so of course if I make a mistake I can't correct it. But here we go then. Through the final corner. Trying to close in, but it's not going to be enough. Hamilton's going to win the race here as the fireworks go off, which is pretty cool. We will get DRS right at the end and set a new personal best. But there we go. Race over. P5. I'll take that. That wasn't too bad. Well guys, there we go. That is it for today's video. That was a race at Estoril. Not the most entertaining race maybe, but again, it's a bit hard to get a perfect race with Assetto Corsa AI, but mainly this was to showcase the mod, the track, and yeah, have a bit of fun. So guys, I'll be doing a video soon this week regarding Portimao, possibly a track guide, so keep your eyes peeled for that one, and also some racing around there. Hopefully we can have a bit of fun. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, smash the like button. Let's be trying to hit maybe 500, 600 likes for this video, guys. That would really help me out. And also subscribe for more content like this on the channel, guys. So it lets me know you want to see it. It lets me know you want to see more of this kind of stuff. So that would really help me out. And also finally check out the 2 videos on your screen right now if you haven't seen them already, guys. But that is it from me here today, and I'll see you all next time. But until then, take care, and it's goodbye from me.